So I'm just trialing out my 60s swinging hem top. Thought I'd put it on the model so that I could get a better view of how it's going to look, and I like it. It's cropped, nice over high-waisted trousers. I like these trousers, these pink ones, these wide-legged ones. So yeah, liking that. I love the sleeve. Obviously I've got sewing in to do. Now the neck, the collar. I asked in the comments yesterday, what would you like to see? And the consensus of opinion was a polo neck, but one comment was, well, why don't you do both? So yes, that can happen. So what I would do is put a button band along here and along here, and then button it up so that it would either hang as a collar there, or we could button it right up and then bring it over like a polo neck. And then obviously when you unbutton it, you get this collar effect, which is very nice. I like it. Yeah, I think that's a good option. So what I'm going to do is knit the button band along here. Is that going to be the button band? I always have to remember which way. Over that way, isn't it? So that is going to be the buttonhole band, and these will have buttons on it. I'm going to have to see what buttons I've got left, I have to be honest. I would love it if I had some nice black ones, or even some silver ones would be good, but might just be pink if I can find some. I will have to see what I've got. I might even go a little wilder and put something different on. We'll see. Yeah. So, let me know in the comments if you like that. Is that something you would like to see in a pattern? This is a sample for my self-published knitting pattern book. Anyway, but I've got some really interesting ideas using different yarns. So what I might do in a pattern is give you the amount of yarn you could use so that you can recycle like I have done, or I could put some budget level yarns, alternatives, or I could put in expensive ones so that you can really make a special garment. So it gives you choice. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. So there you go. So that's today's. Now I'm just going to put her home in the corner. She'll sit there whilst I finish other things. Ice dress. I'm calling it the ice dress because of the turquoisey colours in it. Now I have a lot of this black with the pink and black with the blue. So what I'm intending to do is use up all my turquoise. I think I've got about 2-3 balls left, and just knit to as long as it will go. And then I'm going to leave it sleeveless. The reason being is I'd like to do a little cardigan using these blacks to do a little bolero style cardigan. I've got some ideas on it. Have you got any ideas? Just like to see what you think in the comments. But so far, I think it's looking pretty frosty. I think the bluey colours reminded me of the movie Frozen. So yeah, so this is my ice dress. It's coming along. Now, the next one, I'm rapidly running out of this highlighter yarn. Now I'm sort of knitting, as you can see, I'm knitting upwards, knitting this all on in one piece. I've started with the front, a side front. I cast off for the sleeve opening. Then I've done the back. And now I'm coming to the point where I'm going to cast off for the armhole and do a little bit of fisherman's rib here, and then cast on again for the other front. And as you can see, I've carried on my pattern. I have a lacy pattern here with a wide border. It's going to be an edge-to-edge cardigan so that I can put some clasps across. So it's going to be an edge-to-edge cardigan. It's got a lacy pattern there, a mosaic pattern here. Let me just come in. A little row of holes there. Some fisherman's rib here, the same again, and then back to the mosaic, the lace, the fisherman's rib, the lace, mosaic, and back to the row of holes. I really hope I've got some of this highlighter yarn left, because I do like it. Now, what was I going to do to join it together? To be able to make the cardigan work, my thoughts were to pick up somewhere here and knit stitches along the shoulder and knit a shape that would be more like a angled tab to join to the back. So what I think I might do is pick up the whole of the back and perhaps shape the back with, I don't know whether to use another colour or not, or just carry on in the blue. I'm thinking about that. And then doing the same on the two fronts. And then either doing a joining by sewing or actually knitting it together. I don't know, I'm playing with that at the moment. And then once it's all joined up, I can pick all the stitches up around here and continue in the same direction with my sleeve. Now I've got plenty of the blue left, and if I ran out of the blue it wouldn't matter because I do know I can get that blue. The green colour, I can get that colour. I've got some of that left. I don't think I'll probably use too much of that. But it's the highlighter yellow. I'm really upset about that. I thought I had more of that. I might have to do a bit of searching around. So, I'm working a little bit on that at the moment. A lot of these things that need finishing I will probably put in my next week's video once I've sewn them up and added the little elements I want to do. But I'm now working through the bits that I need to finish. If you pop around tomorrow, then I will show you another garment that I'm working on. And these were the garments that I showed back in one of my episodes, and I'll put episode number up here somewhere. And it was using some very special yarns, and I want to do a little bit more on them, particularly on the lace skirt, because that was made in cashmere and North Ronaldsay yarns mixed together. I've just managed to get some more North Ronaldsay yarn because I thought it was going to run out. So yeah, that is tomorrow's little review of what I'm knitting at the moment and what I need to finish. And thank you very much for your support this week and last week on how you would see me finishing these particular garments. If this is something that you really like yourself and you would think somebody else would enjoy it, then perhaps would you share it with your communities and like it and comment on it. If you've not subscribed already, would you please subscribe? Please. And if you're already subscribed, please don't leave me. Also, I've sort of been trying to look at my search engine optimization, or what they call SEO, because I have had a couple of emails recently offering people's support with my SEO, because they say what I'm doing they like very much, but I'm just not being seen by the majority of people. I have very low views. I'm up against a lot of good knitting podcasters, I've got to say that. And what I'm doing is a little bit different to what a lot of other people are doing. So it helps me if you try to share my videos, like and comment upon them, and subscribe. All these things are very helpful so that I can be seen by more people who might enjoy what I'm doing and find my tips helpful. Eventually, as I say, I want to publish a book of patterns, mainly a couple of shapes. The circular yoke, which I have already constructed, and also making cardigans and tops with a V-neck and maybe a cardigan with a round neck and a slip over with a round neck. So some things like that, that's what I want to do. I have been sort of putting together little ideas, hence the sideways cardigan, which is another kind of pattern I'd like to investigate more that you can do it. Now, there is a gentleman who has written a book on sideways knitting, and I'm just going to put a picture of it here. I noticed that there was one left on Amazon the other day in the UK, don't know about America. So maybe if you could hunt that one down. That inspired me very much, particularly the picture on the front with the sleeve shape. I have yet to do that one, and I think I will do it anyway because it's just so interesting. So sideways knitting is something that I have done recently. I did a little pink jacket for a friend of mine, so I know now how I'd like to approach it, but I've done this in a different way. So I'm going to teach myself a few little things just with this cardigan. Yeah, so that's that one. There's not much for me to say today because I've got quite a few things going on. I've got a new little job to go through today. I've got to set up my computer for it, so this will be fairly short today, and I hope you'll join me again tomorrow. So see you tomorrow, and keep knitting.